Hi, this is Coach Charlie Hall. Just wanted to thank everybody for coming to the game last week. It was a great first game for the Ashland Grizzlies, taking on the Klamath Pelicans in the 100th anniversary of the KU Ashland series. It was a great win for our team. We understand that KU is a little bit rebuilding right now, and we took advantage of our experience, certainly our experience coming off of the summer in the Pacific Rim Bowl. Our players played closer to mid-season form than a team going into their first game, so we're really proud of their effort. It was a difficult night because of heavy hearts, because of Michael Brune and his passing the night before. Our kids responded very well with a great tribute to Michael, and it was a sad evening, but yet we'll remember Michael this week with a memorial here on Saturday, September 7th. And the day after we get back from our first road game up in Lebanon. I just want to recognize a couple of players from last week that did a great job for us. We recognize our players of the week for great efforts. We start with our offensive player of the week. That was Daniel White. Daniel threw for 4 touchdown passes. Did a really nice job. Really impressed with his composure in the pocket, with some pretty good pressure on him. And had no turnovers, and for that effort, we're going to reward Daniel with Offensive Player of the Week. Defensive Player of the Week this week is Mason Montgomery, which probably comes as no surprise. Mason's the leader of our defense, and really collectively the defense did a great job shutting out Klamath Union and holding them to 41 yards in the first half and 141 yards total, so a great credit to Mason and the whole defense and the second string and the other players that got to play in late in the game that kept KU out of the end zone. We take great pride in our special teams. Chan Swenson did a great job with 3 special teams tackles. He led our team in total tackles with 7, so he was flying around the ball, and it was really good to see him do that. This year we're going to recognize a lineman of the week. Sometimes those guys in the trenches don't get a lot of recognition, so Seth Cowan did a great job for us as a starting offensive tackle and also as our third defensive end coming in and giving Joe Hearn and Cody Eisenberg a break. But when Seth came in here, he made the most of things and got 2 sacks against the Pelicans. I also want to recognize Nate Steele. Nate did a great job in our JV game, and this whole season is going to be full of doubleheaders when we have a JV game prior to the varsity game. So my hat's off to those kids that are playing JV and the kids that are swinging, that are playing maybe 2 quarters on JV and 3 quarters on varsity, because it's a very long day for them with kickoff starting at 3:30, and then by the time the 4th quarter rolls around, it's getting close to 10 o'clock. So it's a long day for those guys to be plugged in and playing great football. Finally, we want to recognize our scout team players of the week. These are players that during the course of practice give our offense and defense a great look, good effort trying to mimic the other team's offenses and defense, and those recognitions go to Carter Cox, plays linebacker for us and did a great job in the game, and Lake Blackfeather, who's in his first season as an Ashland Grizzly, had a great fall camp and gave us a good look on defense last week. So definitely want to recognize those guys and look forward to giving more guys rewards as we go through the season. Going up to Lebanon this week, our first road game. Lebanon had a rough go last week. They played Mountain View, who's one of the top 10 teams in the state easily, and they lost 64-0. So, we're going to expect a team that's going to play with a lot of pride, and like any wounded animal, we're going to be guarded about their wanting to come back and to play better. So we need to be careful as we approach this game and concentrate on trying to get better ourselves and not taking them very lightly. They have a brand new coach this year. His dad was one of the coaches maybe back 20 years ago when Lebanon had a really, really good program. And we look for them to be bouncing back this week and giving us a better challenge than they faced a week ago. We're healthy going into the game right now, although I do have to say that Max Atterbury broke his collarbone in the JV game, unfortunately, and Max was a starting free safety for us in the Japan game. I was hoping to get him some serious playing time against KU, so he's going to be off about 6 weeks. We hope to get him back right around the Sutherland game, and hopefully, for the late season run that we hope to make this year. So we're looking good. It's been a good week of practice. First week of school, so there's always a little bit of a change in routine for that. Our kids are be going to school on Wednesday full time, and they'll have to make some adjustments, and we'll just kind of put our game plan in and try to get as much done as we can so we can have a great effort against Lebanon this week. It's always tough to win on the road. It's going to be a long trip. We'll be leaving at 9:30 on Friday. Our JV game starts at 3:30 with the varsity game starting at 7 up there in Lebanon. So hope you can make it up there. It'll be a great trip, and support us as we start to get on a roll here. And we'll be coming back to Walter A. Phillips the following week, where we open up our Midwestern Conference game with Marist. As you know, Marist is the three-time conference champion here, and certainly a nemesis of ours that we haven't played very well. So hopefully things are going well for our team, and that'll be a big game. But we don't want to look ahead. We've got Lebanon this week, and then we'll talk about the next opponent after that. Thanks for all your support, and go Grizz.